Hello, my lovelies. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time indeed. I feel so, I don't know. I've just been so out of it. I've just been so out of it. I'm just like, I'm gonna record tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I'm just like, I'm gonna record tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes. And then before you know it, I have to go back to work and I haven't recorded a single damn thing. But what's really good? How you doing? Long time no see. Who this? New hair, knew me. She said, I'm in the Maybach Benz. It's blacked out. And she got me like, skirt, skirt, skirt. I'm in the Maybach Benz. I'm so stressed. Honestly, I think it's just because I've been exhausted lately. I feel like, no, I feel like it's because summer is indeed over. It's done. Bum, bada, bum, bum, da, done, done. The sun done. The sun is literally done. The sun is literally done. Like outside, it used to be bright all the way to 9 p.m. The sun would be shining. Now, 6:30, you're lucky if you see the sun at 6:30. It's the whole thing is just depressing. Just like, why is this happening? I genuinely wish we didn't have any other seasons because we don't need all them other seasons, like all that cold and stuff like that. Like, who needs that for real? Winter is depressing. And on top of that, my schedule got changed. So I was working night shifts. Now I'm working morning shifts, which I absolutely hate because it just reminds me of when I was in school. And it's just, no, I don't want that. I don't want any of that. It's just the whole thing is it's just been a dub and I've just been like, oh my days. But yeah, so much has happened. I've literally been on media overload. Like I'm talking about, I watched The Real Housewives of Potomac. Not the whole thing, please allow me. It's I just watched the season finale because Nicki Minaj herself, she was hosting that, so I had to watch that season finale, see what she did there. And that was like 2 years ago. I watched The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I watched Sanctuary. I watched Beautiful Disaster. I watched The Crowded Room. I watched The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I watched Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is crazy. I watched Love and Hip Hop Miami season 6 because I had to see the whole thing with the not even gonna talk about that. What else did I watch? I watched some parts of the VMAs. Yeah, I've been on overload, like literally. So I think I'm just giving you a little spoiler of what we're gonna be talking about for the next couple of weeks because I'm loaded. I'm loaded. I don't even know what to recommend today because there's just so much. But yeah, we're gonna dive in to Nyasha's world. And before we get into it, I'm just gonna have to remind you to go and hit that little subscribe button. Ding, 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 dong. Must be that whip that I ordered and a new for my daughter. So don't forget to hit your subscribe button, like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and leave a comment. Okay, because we're gonna get into it. Get your little popcorn or whatever you want to get, and let's get into it. It's gonna be really fun today. I miss you so much. Okay, so boom. Obviously, I did my hair. I felt like going bright. Funny thing, yeah. When I actually went to the hair salon to get a new color, that was the last time. I wanted red, and then I saw these purples that I had the last time, and I was just like, oh, I really like this, and then I ended up doing purple. But I've been wanting to do red for a hot minute. I've never done red before, and I went super super thin. This took me like 12 hours. Yeah, so I did my hair and I did my nails, and chill. You're not gonna believe this. Okay, so before I get into it, let me just show you what these nails look like. I really like them. Y'all see them? These are a bit longer than I would normally go for, but it's a really funny story what happened with these nails. So boom, I went for my shift or whatever. I did my work thing or whatever. I had taken out my other nails so that I could do my hair, right? Because I'm not one of them. I don't know how to do my hair with the nails on, so they have to come off. Okay, boom, I took them out, and then I found this new place after I had finished doing my hair. Tell me why. I was just like, because I didn't go back to the other place because it was way too expensive. And tell me why. These were not cheap. They were not cheap. It was even worse than the first place. And the thing is, I feel like this lady done set me up. Susie. No, I don't know why I said Susie. Her name was Julie. Julie actually set me up because she said, okay, what do you want? I knew that I wanted red. Like I've always wanted to do red nails, but every time I go to do my nails, I get there and it's another color pops up. So I just end up going with that color instead. But with these, I was like, I want red. And believe it or not, this is actually red, but because it's ombre, and then no, not because it's ombre, because she put like a coat of sparkly, shimmery glitters, which is what I like, it turned pink. And here's the thing, right? I'm a little conflicted because if you see these, they're a little longer than what I usually go for. And I would like to cut them to make, because I literally can't do anything. I can't type on my phone, and I know it's going to be a show at work, right? So I want to like snip them off, but snipping them is just going to make them so ugly because the ombre is going to be non-existent. So I'm like, don't know what to do. But yeah, so boom, I say I just want red nails. It could be any shade of red I was okay with. And I also like was like low key, oh, I could probably do the same red as my hair. That would be super dope. So boom. And then she's like, yeah, I'm gonna make your your nails really nice. Boom there, boom there, boom there, woo woo woo. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she was like, what length do you want? And I said, I want long, but not too long. You feel me? Like long, but not too long. You know what I'm saying? Like the length that I always have, but obviously she doesn't know that. But like I showed her like pictures of nails that I've had before and stuff like that. She was like, okay, cool. Tell me why she made them like so super long. I literally cannot do anything. She's like, okay, ombre is actually better than just plain red. Should we do ombre? I was like, okay, cool. And then she started to like draw. Like if you can see, there's like flowers like on this nail, this nail and this nail. They have flowers on them, and obviously every time you add something on there, it's an extra charge, which Susie failed to no, I knew this, but the way she put it across was like she was just doing it to make them extra nice, like she was just doing it out the kindness of her heart. No, she was setting me up. That's what she was doing. And she's like, let me do this and let me do that. And then I was like, I was just like, maybe, girl, maybe this is the time you would want to save, as long as it's not too expensive. She's like, yeah, your nails are definitely over $100 right now. And I was like, I was like, I was like, pare com tudo isso. Pare com tudo isso. I was like, stop all of this. First of all, what? You crazy. And on top of that, I knew like obviously you're gonna have to tip on top of that. So I was like, oh, I actually came to the nail salon to spend my whole entire rent. That is great for me. So this is what happened with the nails. I don't know. I don't think I'll go back there, but also they're really nice. So I feel like next time I might just go back and clarify what I want and just be like, girl, budget is 80 bucks. Do what you can, do what you will, but it has to be nice and it has to be in a baddie's budget because who do you think I am? What? Elon Musk is cousin? No. No, that's crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. I really like them, but I don't know. It's really a dilemma. Like, do we cut the nails or do we not? I'm gonna get fired. Coming up to work with them raunchy nails, like yeah, it's a whole thing. Please forgive me this top. It's too late to take it off now. We're just gonna have to roll with it. So yeah, baby, you can roll with us, and I know that you know, you know. But yeah, so boom. that's been something on the side that I've done. But really, really, if we really, really, really want to talk about it, if we really want to get into this week, the ghetto. So, boom. One of my friends, super, super sweet. We're gonna call her Larissa. Larissa is an angel, super sweet. She's learning English, right? So it's really difficult for her to communicate and stuff like that, but she's getting better. Like when I first saw her, and I remember she was with her husband. When I first, oh my days, I really do talk with my hands. Like, what is all of this? Okay, I'll try to just sit here and explain. Okay, so boom, when I first met her, she wouldn't speak. Like I remember when I came in for my interview, she had come in with her husband. They were both applying for a position in the restaurant, right? So I saw her, she looked at me and I was like, hi. And she just like she was just she said hi, but I was just like, okay, damn, I don't even need you. It was just like it felt weird, right? But then obviously when she got hired and I start to work with her, I realized she's not speaking because she's learning how to speak in English, because she speaks a foreign language. Okay, so boom. So now completely different. She's a whole bully now because the vocabulary is expanding each and every day. And because she talks to me every day, she's just splurging out extra sass. When I say como se dice atrevida, atrevida. Yeah, that's what it's giving. Sass, assassin. She's the sass assassin, and it's just like we're like this for real now. So boom, you get the picture, right? Somebody that I didn't talk to before. Oh, also may have had little complications in the past, but that's water under the bridge now. Anybody with a problem with they can drown. Okay, so boom, we still talking and whatever. We rapping the taste. Hey, we start talking or whatever. We wrap in the taste, okay? But I'm so gassed that I said that. Wrap a taste, no pun intended. Okay, so boom, we start talking. Everything chill, everything good. Everything's good, right? And then her birthday comes up. So me, being the loving friend that I am, I decided I'm gonna get her a nice bottle of wine and a nice birthday card, and I'm gonna write something in her language, and I'm just gonna be the sweetheart that I am, and I'm just gonna do this because when I tell you this lady is literally like my work mom, she's literally makes sure that I eat, packs me extra food, which could get her fired, to be honest. Like she be giving me pasta and lobster. I got this girl on my roster. She be giving me pasta and lobster. Literally, like everything on the menu that I'm not supposed to be eating at all, she'll give it to me for free. So I love that. Anybody, the closest way to get to my heart is through food. So if you want me to like you, just buy me food, okay? Buy me food, make me food. I don't care. Just let it be food, okay? So boom. I guess I've developed like a soft spot for her or whatever. Yeah. So boom. She's always doing really, really, really nice stuff for me. So I was just like, I have to. The girl has to come through, okay? Has to come through. So I bought her a bottle of wine from my workplace. And tell me why on the day, crazy, on the day of her, no, so I actually, her birthday was supposed to be on a Saturday. I didn't work on Saturday, so I decided to give her a birthday card and her wine on a Friday. Boom. You read, you copy, are you following? Okay, boom. So Friday comes, boom, bada bam, boom, 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 bam. Ba boom, 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 boom. Right? Friday comes, your girl is represented now, right? So I do this for her and I'm just like, oh, because you deserve it. And girl, you earned it. Okay, so you get it, right? So then I give her her card. Tell me why she started bawling like, cry me a river. Shout out JT. Cry me a river. She literally started crying like it was crazy. She's probably one of the most emotional women I've ever seen in this whole entire world. Like anything will make her cry, and I've seen her cry a gajillion times. Stop, I swear to God. So boom, she starts to cry and I could tell like this is what she was saying to me, right? She's just like, I love you so much. Thank you so much for this. This means a lot to me. This is I could tell because like that's like my seventh superpower because I have other powers. There's definitely a six before the seven. So yeah, I could just tell this is what she was saying. She was just super touched and super happy, and the fact that it was in her language, she was just like super super stoked, and she was just like, because it's so hard for me to try and speak in English, but you make it so much easier and you're so intelligent. This is what I'm paraphrasing. This is what this is what she was saying. But no. Like the next day, had seen like one of her close friends who happens to speak obviously the same language as she does. And and then I said to her, like, she started crying when I gave her the card and she started saying some stuff. I feel like I know what she was saying, but would you like to just reiterate? And she was just like, oh, she basically said like, this girl deserves a trophy. She's so intelligent. Oh, I want to marry her because she's so sexy. I think that's what she was saying. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, she definitely was like, oh, this girl is so intelligent. Like, everything I tell her, she understands. And literally, I don't know why would you not go the extra mile to try and like help whenever you can. The little things that you do for people, and you like, I feel like you don't even like deep it that much, like how it's affecting somebody or like how they view it, you know what I'm saying? Like to me it's just like, oh, it's general knowledge or it's common sense, right? But it's like it means so much, and it means so much to her, and it meant so much to her because clearly she was crying and she was just like, you take your time to correct me when I'm wrong, to understand me when I'm like saying, because every time she tells me something she's like, do you understand me, girl? And I'm like, yeah, girl, I understand you. Like, you and me, we're here. I literally understand everything she's saying to me, even though it's in a different, like, it's so trippy, but it's so cool as well. So I was just like, oh, this is so sweet. Just to keep from crying, I laughed because I was like, oh, girl, stop being so emotional around me. I don't need this. Just to keep from crying, I laughed. And I'm joking. I was just like, oh, whoa, this is getting it's so too emotional for me. So I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. But I love you. I'm going. So yeah, I gave her the card, and then so tell me now. This is when everything starts to not be so sweet and kind of on takes a tip takes a tip takes it takes the tip to the sour side, right? So boom, this dumbass donkey. I don't even know what to say. This ass had seen me get the bottle, and then they just decided in their stupid mind that, oh, Nyasha didn't pay for that bottle, and then she went and she gave it to Larissa for free, and I was like, huh? When I heard this the next day, I was like, you tried it. You really tried it. That is so berserk, because why would I do that? Literally, why would I do that? Pause. Just so we know, just so we're clear. First of all, I work, okay, 5 days in a row, okay? I'm not saying I'm the richest person alive, but I do have enough money to buy somebody a bottle of wine on their birthday. Say it louder for the people in the back, please. I do have enough money to buy somebody a birthday card and a bottle of wine. That's nothing. That's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing compared to these pockets, baby. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's not that deep. It was just a bottle of wine. It was less than $100. Like, are you kidding me? Do you really think that I would steal a bottle of wine from the establishment that I work at? For what? What do I gain?
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
What, literally, make it make sense. What do I gain from doing that? I was just like, you guys are just, it's a full-time job not to kill somebody. I swear to God, because, and the second thing, right, is nobody knows this, but let me just put it out there. If I actually wanted, you know how I told you that I have multiple bosses? Half of them love me to death, and then the other ones are just like shady characters. It's only shady people who don't like me, shady people who do shady things, shady characters, the slimmest of the shadies. So boom. If one of my bosses had been there, would have given me the discount that managers use to purchase alcohol from Candyland. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I would have bought that bottle of wine for half price anyway, baby. When I say it ain't nothing but a thing, it ain't nothing but a chicken wing. So I have more than enough reasons to not steal. On top of my own pride, my dignity, my own reputation, my own sense of self-preservation, wanting to keep a job and not wanting to be disgraced. This is so super crazy to me. And I was just thinking, you know what? This is actually insane because let me tell you why. Because this same person used to be mean to me, and then they decided to switch up. Like this whole chameleon personality type thing, like changing like the weather. It's a red flag. If you no, senor. Senora, senorita, anybody who's acting like that, please keep them at a distance. Y'all offended when I be on defense, but when I drop down the guard, this after all I've done for you guys, this is how you repay me. Literally, I was just like, what? I am complete. You are incompetent. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me what Douglas did. And I was just like, crazy. So, boom. Douglas used to be a bad guy. And then he decides to be a nice guy. And I'm just like, with me, it's whatever. As long as I get him much money, give him much money. Bye. I'm cool. Like, I'm quick to chuck up the duties on anybody. Just give him much money and I'm done. Right? But yeah, I'm just like, work is so much better, so much easier, so much faster, so much cooler. If everybody just gets along, everybody's just on the same wavelength, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So when Douglas started to be cool, I was just like, okay, baby, you can roll with this. Just go with the flow, right? Boom. So this is exactly what I did. We was rolling with it and we were going with it. It was cool until he decided to pull this stupid stunt about, I don't think you should pay for that bottle. It's just like you were here, you just dropped yourself and buried yourself 6 feet under. I love it 6 feet under. I can't help but wonder if our love was watered by the rain. Would roses bloom? I am crazy, but shout out Billie Eilish though. But yeah, I was just like, this is so crazy. And now, here's the thing, right? We're gonna fast track a little bit. We're gonna into the future. Douglas now has been, I don't know, nobody really knows the story because Douglas is a damn liar. So I want to say, I don't know. Nobody knows whether he quit or if he was fired. He had said, oh, the boss didn't want to give you guys hours. So I decided to sacrifice first of all, Douglas, back it up. Back it up. Talking all that nonsense. Okay? Talking all that nonsense. You are not the good Samaritan that you want to paint yourself to be, baby. We know who you are. We know what you do. We know who you is. You are a psychopath. He said, oh, they didn't want to give you guys hours because now it's getting slow because summer is over. So I decided to quit so that you guys could get more hours. I'm sorry? Since when? Since when? Since when are you the sacrificial lamb? Since when are you Mr. Nice Guy? You mean to tell me you decided to starve and not have money for the sake of so that little old Nyasha Gabriella can have a job? I swear to God, I know that's a damn lie. I know you lying. I know you freaking lying. But anywho, this is what he said. So now he's not working at the place anymore. And I was feeling a little bad, and I was like, oh my days, like he might be an asshole, but he doesn't deserve this. Especially because he had started being a super nice person, right? But now I'm just like, I revoke that card. I'm taking it back because how dare you bite the hand that feeds you? I have never done anything to you. I have never done anything to you. It's like, this is super crazy to me. How is that people just wake up with like such evil intentions against some people? It's just like, how are you gonna act like my friend and then the next day, especially like if I, okay, so boom, if I hadn't paid for this bottle, right? Why not pull me to the side and ask, hey, did you pay for that bottle? It would have been a lot less disrespectful.
Are you crazy? That shit is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. That shit got me so hot.
To be like, oh, I'm the manager. I get to ask the questions. If I ask you if you pay for the bottle, you're gonna. And the funny thing is, I have the receipt because pause. Let me tell you something, right? When I had purchased this bottle of wine, I just had a feeling that he would be on some stupid. So I always keep the receipts because I be proving because he ain't doing like. So I actually have the receipt here, and I just thought like, listen to your instincts, you guys, because your instincts they sometimes I feel like they never fail you. Because I just had that weird feeling. I was just like, I just feel like he's gonna say something about this. So let me get my receipt, and I did, and then lo and behold, but resume pause and never resume, okay, back to where I was. It would have been a lot less disrespectful if he had just said to me, hey, can I see the proof that you paid for this? Boom. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing, like I said, right? Boom, it's done. But for me to leave my shift and then somebody else tells me the next day that, oh, he was saying he doesn't think you pay for that bottle is crazy to me, because you could have just pulled me to the side. That's that thing though. People be talking all that rah-rah until a real G is in the building. You have to wait until I exit the building so that you can talk smack about me. Smack you in the face next time I see you. I'm just kidding. We don't condone violence. but but that was just insane to me. I was just like, you could have asked me and I just would have told you that I literally just pay for it. If we go into my Apple Wallet, you can see that I paid for this. That isn't that insane? Like, how are you dead ass a whole grown ass man, a whole grown ass man, right? Doing all this high school the chitter chatter. It doesn't make sense to me. Make it make sense, please, Peter Pan. What's the plan, Peter Pan? Like it don't make no goddamn sense. About to have my blood boiling. Like I be so cool, calm, and collected, but it's people always trying to wake up every day trying to tarnish my image. Why? For what? So crazy to me. But yeah. So what I did was I came in the next day and then I was told this, and then my boss, who is on top of Douglas, first of all, Douglas is nothing. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a little too harsh, but first of all, when it comes to the chain of my bosses, Douglas is at the very bottom, right? So I went to the boss at the top. So boom, I'm like, I purchased this bottle just the other day for Larissa's birthday. But now I'm hearing that Douglas was running his big ass lips, his big ass mouth, talking about, I don't think I should pay for that. So I went to like show him my phone to show like in my Apple Pay that I had paid, and he literally ducked. He literally ducked because he knew I was gonna hit him with some bullshit. He was like, I don't even need to see that. Sophia told me that Douglas said this, right? And he was like, Sophia told you that? And I said, yeah. Well, maybe not Sophia, but a little birdie. I heard through the grapevine. He was like, okay, so well, someone told, and then he was like, you know what? Forget this. I can't play this whole hiding the names game. And then he told me Larissa came to him and kind of like explained the situation, and the whole thing was fine. There was no story, there was no story, there was no story, right? So we talked about it. He was like, and then I said to him, like, this little story is literally so crazy to me because I would never do that. You know it. If I wanted to purchase anything for a cheaper price, I will talk to you or any other one of the other managers who they are cool with me, and they'll give it to me for half the price anyway. So make it make sense. And he was like, I totally understand. And he said to me, like, this is what he had said. This is what he had said to Sophia. He said to Sophia, Nyasha is the last person who would ever steal from here. She is one of the most trustworthy. Oh my goodness. Just saying that. It doesn't even surprise me, but it surprised me a little bit because I was just like, people really do know me for who I am. I'm so genuine. Okay, like nobody's gonna accuse me of this taking something, and it's just like, really, it's really ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, Nyasha literally would never do that. She would never do that. And if there's anybody that you can trust in this building, it's Nyasha. And I was like, damn Skippy, you damn straight, because I would never do that. That is so out of my character. I would never even think of doing that. Like, also, it's just like, how dumb would I have to be to steal something and then come back for my shift tomorrow? Like, what's really good? Like, I'm not gonna get caught. Like, so then he has said to me, yeah, so I just said Nash is trustworthy, I should never do that. So then I had started to work doing my business or whatever, throw water under the bridge. And then the next time I had seen, this is the same day by the way, but in passing, right? The next time I had seen my boss, he just looked at me and I looked at him, and then he said, don't listen to anything else. And I was looking at him and he said, don't listen to anything else that anybody says. Listen to what I say, because everything else is just noise. And I was like, I understand that, but all I have is my dignity. I said, all I have is my integrity and, the fact that I'm a trustworthy person. So if somebody's trying to rob me of my integrity, then what do I have left? I'm really closer to the animals because what I was like, that's all I have as a person. So if somebody's trying to rob me of my integrity, I pride myself on that. So if somebody's trying to like paint me to be they're painting me out to be the bad guy. But it's the last time you won't see a bad guy do that like me, crazy. So I was just like, all I have is my bomb ass personality and my integrity and my dignity. So if somebody's trying to tarnish that, your mom, your mother. Just kidding. But yeah, it's so crazy to me. So like he was just laughing. He was just like, I know you have this unity. But it's all cool. So now I'm glad that he's gone, to be honest, because at first I was just like, oh, I feel like it's kind of unfair whether he's lying or not about I sacrificed myself. So I definitely cap, all keezy, I swear to God. But the fact that still, like, just to see him go and stuff like that, it was just like, you don't want somebody to, at least for me, I don't want anybody to be suffering. I want everybody to be happy, everybody to be chill, everybody have a good time. And that's what I like. Good vibes all the time, every time. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, fool me once. It's just like, I done forgiven you for being a ratchet ass man, and then this is how you repay me. No, baby, there was a whole thick ass line in the sand, and you hopped and skipped and jumped and you were shucking and jiving all over the line. So it's time for us to give you the deuces. That's word to Chris Brown. So boom, this is what happened with me. I hope you enjoyed my little rant, my little story. Okay, tell me if anybody has ever said something outrageous about you, and how did you react, or did you just ignore it, or did you fight them? Please give me something to work with. I need something juicy. But yeah, isn't it's so annoying, is it not? But anywho, we absolutely moved. Like, I'm happy and I've got my integrity and I've got my bomb ass personality with you or without you. That's why these girls are mad. That's why these girls are mad. These girls, these boys too. Apparently, I'm Mrs. International. I have the ability to upset anybody. Anywho, without further ado, that will lead us really, really into today's episode. But before I do that, I have a little surprise. Okay, so boom, this girl, it's not a girl, I think it's a grown ass woman, but she's Asian, so she's not aging. So I cannot tell because she looks my age, but she's not. So boom, this lady had come to my workplace and she was like, selling her product, right? And I was like, "What is this?" And she was like working so hard and da da da. And I thought she was representing the company, just like she's working for somebody else, but only to find out she's actually the owner of this amazing, amazing thing that I have here. And she gave me her business card. This is so cute, by the way. Look at that. Okay, that's good enough. You get the point. So this is Northern bars, and they do something that's called a Nanaimo bar. She personally gave me this, and I had seen like the display for her stuff and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, so what's the deal? Why are you working so hard like this? Like, she was just putting too much effort into it, and then only to find out she's like the owner of this. Her and her husband do not shake. Chill before serving. Oh, wow. Well, definitely wasn't chilled. So, oh goodness. It done melted. Ooh, smells delicious. My days. Dímelo. Turn me around. Treat me like a watch. Bust me down. And oh my days, you guys. These are so cute. Like, first of all, this packaging has like the whole life story of the chocolate. And look at those. What are those? Y'all see these? Absolutely amazing. Oh my days. I would love to eat one, but I don't want to eat anything on camera because I know it's just going to be stuck in my teeth. Disgusting. This is so pretty. I don't even want to like eat this for real, like, because it's aesthetically pleasing. Yes. Okay, there you go. You can see the whole thing now. Okay. Super, super cute. The Nanaimo bar is an iconic Canadian delicacy named after the city of Nanaimo in British Columbia. This no-bake dessert consists of 3 layers: the base, the buttercream, and the chocolate. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that, but okay. We've got the whole little Nanaimo bar story there, and this is absolutely cute. This is absolutely cute for real. I think the day that she had come for her function, one of the guys that was invited to her function had tried to like offer me. He was like, "Have you tried them? Have you tried the Nanaimo bars?" And he gave me his Nanaimo bars. So yeah, and then Michelle gave me these ones. But yeah, shout out Michelle, super sweet woman. And I think that will lead us into the moment you've been waiting for, which is the song of the week, the song of the week. Okay, so boom. So this week, super indecisive. I wouldn't say I'm super indecisive. There isn't a song of the week. There's 2 songs of the week, because the minute I listen to one song and it's done, I flip to the song immediately, because both of them are just how I've been feeling right now. Okay, so boom. I have Last Time I Saw You by Miss Cutie Patootie, Mama Bear. You know what's crazy? Before we knew that Nicki had a kid, and before she started calling him Papa Bear, da 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 da, I was calling myself Mama Bear to a couple of kids that I was teaching well, mentoring or something like that, when I did this little project that I applied for once. Yeah, they gave me a really good paycheck, and the kids there that I was like teaching and stuff, I would be like a mama bear, so I would protect them with my life. But yeah, definitely. Last time I saw you, I'm obsessed. So when it first came out, I wasn't really into it. I don't know. I was just because. Okay, let me tell you what had happened. What had happened was, I was expecting Nicki to come on there like really like a dungeon dragon, rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon, but she wasn't giving that. This song, which I love, has no cussing. It's just nice and clean. It's a time to reminisce. Everything is cute. Everything is fun. Everything is fresh. It's definitely a new taste, right? And it's not aggressive. It's just a cool, calm song. So now, for some reason, I just started to listen to it, and I'm absolutely obsessed. And I was playing it at work, and my boss was just like shaking his head. It's just like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. But yeah, so yeah, shout out Nicki. This is an amazing song, and her performance at the VMAs amazing, and like the way she was dressed, and when she said, "I killed it." I wish I had had you to say. I like it when she goes into rap mode and she's like, listen, so close, but we were so distant. Wish I had known in that instant. I killed it. And then the one that I've been playing right next to that one is, drums please, Snooze by SZA. Okay, so SZA is an American singer, songwriter from St. Louis, Missouri, but she was raised in Maplewood, New Jersey. Okay, but yeah, absolutely love the song. I just that fun for you. I cannot snooze and miss the moment. You're just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't snooze. I can't snooze. I can't lose when I'm with you. Forgive my singing voice. I'm not a singer, but this song, I was playing it at work, and my boss was like, because I was just like, my favorite part is the part when she goes, "My been scheming, looting, had your bodies." Beautiful video. This video is amazing, and I remember like I showed it to Larissa at work, and she was like, "Ooh, girl," and I was like, "Girl." But yeah, in that when SZA starts to dance for the robot, and she's like, beautiful. But yeah, that dancing, nah, SZA too sexy. She came in with that. The way the way Jill Scott goes, literally, she came in with that. It was amazing. Then this is my favorite part. When she hits that, "Diamond boy, why you so shiny?" Bling. I like the fact that it goes bling in the song. It's the ad libs, like, but the way she's like, "Diamond boy, why you so shiny?" Oh my days, SZA. And then she just says like, "If it's OD, tell me." First of all, SZA is cursive as hell when she sings, because when I finally read the lyrics, I was like, whoa, this is not what I was singing. This is not what I was hearing. This is not what I was saying. Because I thought she was saying old dated. Like, oh, dated, like if it's too from the past. It made sense to me. The way I was singing it made sense to say it like, if I'm doing too much, as in like I'm acting like a housewife and da 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 and blah 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 blah, tell me if I'm doing too much. You dig? This is what I thought she was saying. So she said, if it's OD, tell me, am I doing too much? Am I saying too much? Right? If it's old dated, tell me. It goes to say she's old dated. It's old dated, tell me. Am I saying too much? That is. She be singing like that. You can't hear what she's saying, but it's amazing. I also love that she gives people that experience where you just get to create your own lyrics until you see the real lyrics and you're like, this is embarrassing. for Moy.
Oh, call declined.
Embarrassing.
Call declined.
These are the songs of the week. Listen to them. You are going to enjoy them. You won't regret it. I wouldn't lie to you. Okay? And without further ado, I think that would lead us into the poem of the day. Today's poem is something that I wrote in January. I wrote this for an assignment in class. Definitely the best poem I've written this year. I love it. It's called Silence in Paris. I was inspired by it's a film that we were watching in film school, right? The Sound of Metal. And then, yeah. If you know the film, then the poem's gonna make so much sense to you. So yeah, that's also a good recommendation. It follows the life of a guy. His name is Ruben. He goes deaf because they're like a rock band, so they play like really loud music and stuff, and it takes a toll on him, so he goes deaf. Why would I say it like that? So he goes deaf, and then yeah, so he just has to deal with a lot of things like accepting his new life and like losing his girlfriend, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. So yeah, this is my poem. It's called Silence in Paris. Okay? Boom. My first impulse is rage. The church bells ring too loud. Underneath all the pain, in silence, I hear a sound. It's the sound of metal in front of a cathedral square. Everything instantly silent. My heart's in deep despair. Over the slate on the steeple, I breathe and breathe again. I see now my mind is feeble, so I take in what I can. Many moments around me, they are no longer abrasive. A singular silent beauty. My guard is not defensive. My first impulse is rage, but these moments I cherish. Church bells, the sound of metal, silence in Paris. I hope you enjoyed my poem. Definitely one of my favorites. And it really does resonate with the film. So yeah, without further ado, I think that will take us into the next thing. So boom, as I have told you, I have been on media overload, right? So boom, definitely today, drum roll, drums please. I will be talking about The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Benjamin Button. It came out in 2008. It is 2 hours and 46 minutes long. Damn near 3 hours, but relax. I know you're like, the girl, ain't nobody gets time to watch a long ass movie. Like, what? No, it's amazing. You will absolutely love it. And I just feel like I love this movie so much because I feel like these days they just don't make movies like this anymore. And it's really sad. It's really, really sad. But the cast, we have Brad Pitt. He is, in fact, Mr. Button. He is Benjamin. He is Mr. Benjamin Button. Then we've got Kate B. That's his lover. We've got Taraji P. Henson. That's Brad Pitt's mother in in the thing. Obviously, her name is Queenie in the movie. And then we've got Julia Ormond. This lady. So she is the mom to Freya. Ingrid. Yes, she has 2 daughters and they're witches. She's a witch as well. And there's another lady, I can't remember her name. She's absolutely gorgeous. She turns into a cat. But yeah, that's not the point. But this woman, I absolutely love her from that series. So she is Caroline Button, the daughter of Brad Pitt. You understand? So yeah, and then there's Tilda Swinton, Miss Tilda Swinton, and of course her name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth is Benjamin Button's lover. Like, yeah, on a side thing. It didn't last. Don't mean to spoil it, but boom. You absolutely have to watch this movie. It's amazing. I give it a 10 out of 10. The pacing is amazing. The writing, the creativity, like it's just everything is just flowing. And it's just like this man, I think it was directed by David Fincher. David Fincher. I don't want to say Flincher. But yeah, the storyline is by Eric Roth and Robin Swicord. This is an amazing movie. You absolutely, I don't know how to explain it to you without spoiling it. But it definitely follows the life of Benjamin Button, who is a man who is aging backwards. Wait, pause. There's actually another thing, right? There's this one time Benjamin meets this man in this movie. This man was in the circus. Long story. You're gonna have to watch it, right? The man saw Benjamin looking all crusty, and he said, "What happened to you? Do you have my djembe?" And then, and then Benjamin says, "What's my djembe?" I'm so sorry. This is so hilarious to me. Not because it's funny to me. It was funny to my dad. When my dad watched the movie, this is something that he told me about the movie. Like, he told me to watch the movie. I watched the movie. This is like, I had watched it, I think, last year, but then I rewatched it like a week ago, right? But also I wanted to see like why was my dad so obsessed with this part. He literally was just so obsessed with this part to the extent that he said to me, if he ever died, he wants me to say on his deathbed, "Do you have my djembe?" And he said he would wake up just for a few seconds, just in appreciation of what I'm saying to him, and then he'll die again. Like, isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. But yeah, I was like, what is it? He's just like, the way he said it, he looks at him and he says, do you have my djembe? And then Benjamin Button is like, what's my djembe? It's so crazy. But yeah, one of my favorite things is, in the film, there's this old man who lives in the house where Benjamin lives, right? And for some reason, throughout the course of his life, he was getting struck by lightning. He was getting struck by lightning. He got struck by lightning 7 times, and throughout the course of the movie, he just randomly says, "One time I was just fixing the roof and I got struck by lightning. One time I was just in the field with my cows and I got struck by lightning." So throughout the whole movie, like 7 times, he just gets struck by lightning and there's no explanation at all. It's just a fun thing that they edit it in the movie. Absolute 10 out of 10. Recommend you to watch The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. That's the movie of the week. And without further ado, this is going to lead us into album of the week. Can I take you back? Allow me to take you back to House 2011. Okay, Mikasa is a trio. It's a South African trio based in Johannesburg. So Dr. D, the pianist, J something, and I'm actually not kidding. J something is literally, that's his name, J something. He's the vocalist and the guitarist. And then Mo T is the trumpeter. This album will change your life. Okay? It will actually change your life. I'll deem it to be the happy album. This album is just so happy. It's amazing. It's deep house. It's soulful. It's loving. The whole album is clean and it's just amazing. I was listening to this at work, and tell me why all the people was bopping their heads like nobody's ever bopped their heads before. This album has 14 songs. Nice, easy, chill, relax, clean, smooth, digestible. And my favorite song on this album is La Vida. I absolutely love this song. It's I think the whole song is entirely in Portuguese, which well, let me tell you something. This is why I am the music guru, baby. Because with me, I'm living, breathing proof that you don't need to understand a language to be able to like a song, okay? It goes a little bit like, Ouvi dizer tantas coisas. I love the fact that he said tantas coisas. Tantas coisas. Oh, that makes me feel like a Portuguese baddie, like a Brazilian baddie. Ouvi dizer, hey, tantas coisas. What you know about that? Tantas coisas. It's giving tan. It's giving bad chick. This is amazing. Absolutely love it. La vida. Somebody that I know that met him and she got a picture with him and she gave him the biggest hug she's ever given in the history of hugs. And I'm just like, I absolutely love that for her. That was amazing. So yeah, La Vida would be my favorite song. My second favorite would be Across the Room. Absolutely love. He said, I wish that I could get next to you. Across the Room. So Across the Room would be number 2. My number 3 would be I would say Heavenly Sent. It goes like, I've never been to heaven, but I'm pretty sure that's where you came from, girl. Your angelic face, your majestic ways. Yes, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but girl, you got to know that I am for real, see ya. And then I have Give You Love. The beat goes boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna give you love. It's amazing. I can't do it. The whole album is just amazing. And number 5, I would say I'll Be There For You. But there's also the opening song that's called These Streets, which is super amazing. It goes like, these streets that we live upon, these streets, they give us life. Amazing. Like this album is just ships just raw. The beat is just like I'll be there for you when you need me to. Number 7 is All the Glory, and it sounds a little like gospel-y, and it's absolutely amazing for all my little Christian fans out there. Mwah. We love you. And then you never guess what he did. So there's Smooth Operator, and if you know your music, you know who sang Smooth Operator. None other than my favorite artist, Sade. Shout out Sade, my lord. I would die if Sade went on tour for the last time. The rent would literally be dropped that night for Sade. Like I don't give a damn. Like if it's Sade, we're doing it. But Smooth Operator, I believe it's on the album Diamond Life that came out in 1984. I think. But yeah, it goes Smooth Operator, coast to coast, LA to Chicago. It's amazing. So he did. I feel like it's very difficult to take somebody's song, like especially somebody who's like up there, who is a goat, like Sade, and do justice to their song, and he did that. So instead of saying Diamond Life, lover boy, because that's what Sade says, she says lover boy, but he said lover girl, and me, of course, the certified lover girl. I love that. He did that. So amazing. So that's track number 8, Smooth Operator. Number 14, Beautiful. The whole album is beautiful, and I feel like it's amazing that they ended it on that note, on a beautiful song from beautiful people. Shout out South Africa, shout out Mikasa. This is an amazing album, and it's so funny because this album is a 2011 album, I obviously knew La Vida, Heavenly Sent. These are like some of the biggest songs on the album, but I only started listening to this album fully this week at work. And when I say Mikasa is so good, and I love that everything is clean because I literally had the playlist on, which I'm not supposed to do, but because my one boss who really likes me just lets me do whatever I want. Literally. So I was just playing my whole playlist and I just had Mikasa. Like my one friend, her name is Gwen. She was like, "You need to tell me like who is this person? Who is singing these songs?" And I was like, "Girl, it's Mikasa." She was like, "You need to send me the link." I'm like, "Girl, just Google it yourself." But yeah, I had to send her like all the people that were coming into the restaurant. They were bopping. Like I felt like a certified DJ bopping their heads, bopping their heads to this album because it's like it's banging and it's just fluid. And yeah, it was just not this album. I played like a lot of their songs because all of their songs are just like nice and clean. Literally, it's Mikasa by Mikasa. Their name makes so much sense. The fact that Mikasa, right? You know the phrase Mikasa Sukasa, my house is your house. You feel me? So they make house music. They're called Mikasa. Like, doesn't that just add up? Doesn't that just make sense? Isn't that poetic justice? I think so. I think so. And if you beg to differ, you must be out of your goddamn mind, acting like Douglas right there. So this is the album of the week, and I am going to have to wrap it up over here. It's been quite the journey. It's been amazing talking to you. I swear to God, this top is like crazy. Such a cute top. I got it from Zara, but it's just doing the most today, and I'm just like, I will literally get a scissors and rip you apart. But yeah, I am so glad that I finally got the courage to get out of my bed and record this for you guys. So I hope that you like it. Subscribe, and I will catch you guys next week, my lovelies. Enjoy your week, and yeah, just keep doing great things because you are destined for greatness. And anybody who tells you different, tell them shut their goddamn mouth because tell them I said that. tell them Nyasha Gabriella Destiny said that. And I'll see you next week. Okay? Bye.